Sure.
Well, look, Mr. Twain, what I found in the newspaper. It's a picture of a ship, a big Mississippi steamer that has your name on it. Does this boat belong to you, Mr. Twain?
Oh, my no, this doesn't belong to me, boy.
But then, why does it say your name on it?
Mom told me that you had been working on a boat like that when you were young. Can you tell us about it? I also want to travel on a big steamer.
Well, we better go pretty quick, little princess, because there ain't many more of these left.
What do you mean there aren't that many anymore?
Well, some of the time was when there used to be hundreds of these steamboats, mighty, mighty steamboats going up and down the mighty Mississippi. But with the invention of the railroad, many of these are gone now. But that's a whole other story in and of itself.
Can you tell us a story?
Yes, please, Mr. Twain. Tell us your story.
All right. Pull up a chair and sit a spell. All right, here we go. His story took place way before you two were ever even born. But I still remember just as it happened way back in those days.
Once a week, the Paul Jones, the mail boat, would chug upstream and dock right here. And all the kids had only one simple but honorable wish: to be the steamboat captain. Sure, we entertained the idea of becoming a clown in the circus, or maybe even a pirate, but no desire was so strongly anchored in our hearts as the one to be a steamboat captain. And one of us kids was Tom Sawyer.
The Pinta and the Nina. Columbus first sailed to the Canary Islands on September 6th for what turned out to be a 5-week voyage across the ocean. A man looked out.
Thomas Sawyer. Stand up, Thomas Sawyer, and let the class know the reason you are so tardy today.
Well, sir, the reason that I'm so late today is because I was having an intense conversation with my best buddy, Huckleberry Finn.
Thomas Sawyer, that has got to be the most amazing confession I have ever in my entire life ever heard. An action of this sort is deserving an extra special penalty. This is big.
Please, sir, punish me as you see fit. Just don't send me to sit over with the girls, please.
Not to the girls, huh? Ha! Immediately go to the girls' side and no talking back. Let this be a warning to you, Mr. Thomas Sawyer. Keep on reading.
And spotted land at about 2 o'clock in the morning. And he immediately alerted the rest of the crew with a shout. Then the captain of the Pinta, Martin Alonso Pinzon verified the discovery and alerted Columbus by firing a Lombard. Columbus later said that he himself had already seen a light on the land a few hours earlier, and he claimed for himself the money promised by King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella to the...
Already one day later began a chain of events that would result in undesirable consequences.
What you doing down here?
Nothing. You know, I'm just spitting.
Hucky, you got a good life. You don't need to go to school. You can do what you want when you want to. I wish I had a father like yours who was a drunk and bummy dad and make me do stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it turns out, my old man ain't that bad after all.
Do you mind if I take a pull?
Yeah, sure, you're my buddy. Go right ahead.
Hey, look, what's that?
Oh, this? Well, that's her. That's my mom, my true mother.
But, look, you ain't got a mom. Everybody knows that.
Tom, I do have a mother. She's out there. See that? Mississippi's my mother. She was there when I opened my eyes for the first time. She was there when I was growing up. She's there when I get lonely. Sometimes I come out here when I'm alone. And I talk to her. It's weird, you know?
Hey, Hucky, what you got in the pouch?
Nothing. Just a dead cat.
That critter's stiff as an ironing board. Where'd you get it from?
I bought her about 2 weeks ago from Ben Rogers.
And what does something like that cost you?
It ain't worth talking about.
Okay, and what's the dead cat good for?
It banishes your wards.
Okay. How does that work exactly?
You really want to know?
Yeah.
All right, well, you go to the cemetery. Now you got to go to where some dead guy's laying about 6 feet under. And at the stroke of midnight, the devil's going to show himself. Now when that happens, you're going to hear a sound. Something like a hissing or the wind or maybe even words. Anyways, when you hear the sound, you take the dead cat and you got to throw it in the direction you heard the sound coming from. But after you do that, you got to say this. Devil gets the cat gets the corpse, warts get the cat, and that's not where I'm at. Then the warts go away.
Okay, so when are you going to try this?
Oh, I don't know. Figured tonight they're going to be coming to get good old Ross Williams, so probably then.
Would you mind if I tagged along?
Yeah, sure. Just better not get me busted like last time. Old man Hopkins sent a whiskey bottle flying right past our heads. You remember that?
Think Wilma and Ross Williams hears us talking?
Well, I sure as hell ain't been dead before. Either that or his ghost can. Damn it. I meant to say Mr. Williams.
You all be careful what you say about dead people.
Hey, Huck, would you mind if I were to call it a night? After all, they are your warts.
What? I ain't got no warts.
You ain't got no warts? Then what the devil are we doing down here? Just think, Hucky. What would you do if these ghosts don't exist? I mean, for me, it'd be as though something were missing. Did you hear that?
Where?
Over there.
What is that? You saw that, right? You saw that?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, they're real. Look, I ain't bluffing. Those are the devils. They're at work right now.
They're coming straight towards us.
Come on, come on.
Now I gotta work nights. That kind of job on top of everything else.
Tom, am I going crazy? We got the voice of Muff Potter.
Crabby doing times are hard.
That's him, isn't it? Can that be? Yeah, I know Muff's voice. Drunk or sober, that's him.
All right, this is it.
The other's Doc Robinson. The other's
Engine Joe.
Come on, hurry. The moon can show itself any minute now, gentlemen. I suggest you get a move on. Start digging.
Up to this point, Tom and Huck had not even the slightest idea of what was going on. The fact that Doc Robinson wanted the corpse of Ross Williams for studies of the anatomy was discovered later.
So good, Doctor. Think you can throw another 5? For that trouble. For us to keep our trap shut.
Now, may I remind you that we had an agreement. Your payment up front, which I gladly did. It's called an agreement, Mr. Joe.
He's right, Joe. Let it go.
His father arrested me once. And punished me in front of all the people. Do you think I'm gonna forget that?
Take it easy, Joe. Come on, don't hurt me.
Doc Robinson don't wake up in the morning, someone's gonna get hanged. You really think so? I'm as sure as an amen in church. Well, who do you think's gonna tell him? Us, maybe? No, if anyone's gonna say something, it's Muff Potter. Look, Muff Potter don't know nothing about this. How's he supposed to say something?
Tell me why he don't know nothing.
'Cause he just happened to get clunked out as Engine Joe did it.
Oh, damn.
Huck, you sure you can keep a lid on this?
Now, Tom, you know we got to keep a lid on this. We have to. The devil of Engine Joe finds out that we ratted him out, he don't get hung, he'll snuff us out for sure. We don't want that.
Huck, we need to swear not to tell a soul a single word.
I swear.
So just repeat after me. Huck, Finn, and Tom Sawyer.
Huck, Finn, and Tom Sawyer
solemnly swear to keep their traps shut.
Solemnly swear to keep their trap shut.
And not to tell a single solitary soul.
And not to tell a single solitary soul.
A single word.
A single word.
Unless they want to die in their tracks and rot.
Unless they... Well, that last part's kind of rough, don't you think there, Tom?
Needs to be.
Finally, I caught you. Young man, this deserves punishment. You will paint the picket fence tomorrow.
The whole fence?
Yes, picket by picket.
Starboard! Starboard! Hey, buddy. Hey, my friend. That's a pretty tough job, huh? So, I'm going swimming, you know. Wouldn't you not like to come along? Nah, what am I thinking? Tom Sawyer prefer to work. You calling that work? So, are you saying that that's not work, what you got going on right there? Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. But I do know that I'm having the time of my life. Come on, Tom Sawyer, cut it out. You're really trying to tell me that you're having fun?
Well, believe it or not, I'm having a lot of fun. You know, you don't get the opportunity to paint a picket fence every day. You just don't have the chance to have this much fun. You know what I mean, Booger Bean?
Ah, Tom. My good friend. Could I, think I might, mind if I give it a try?
Nah, I bet, buddy, man. Auntie Polly is real particular about how it's done, and about who do it, too. She is proud of her picket fence. This is precision work right here. This white picket fence is out here through thick and through thin. I really don't think that there is 1 in 1,000 who could do this job the way it's meant to be done. Well, maybe 1 in 2,000, maybe.
Now, come on, give me the brush. I'll give you a piece of my apple, okay?
Now, come on, Ben. What kind of fair sportsmanlike is that? What is an apple against a whole picket fence?
Okay, then I'll give you my shirt.
No, Ben, I do not want your shirt. I do not want your shirt.
Okay, Tom Sawyer. I'm gonna make you an offer that you can't squawk at. I know just how much you want a switchblade knife, just like mine. So you know what, Tom Sawyer? I'm gonna give you my switchblade knife. That's right. Pretty good offer. Come on. Thanks, man. This is pretty fun.
Yeah, it's very fun.
Even having one bent over, Tom took advantage of the opportunity to acquire a set of marbles from Billy Thatcher.
Okay.
John Miller got in through his offering of
Okay.
a harmonica in excellent condition.
Yeah.
And so on it went. Without his even knowing it, Tom learned a very important human law having to do with transfer and trade. To raise the desire of another individual then there is nothing more necessary than to make that object of desire difficult to reach.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. All right, we do that.
By midday, the awful news had spread throughout the entire town like lightning. A murder had taken place. At the murder scene, a bloody knife was found next to the victim that was identified to belong to Muff Potter.
You such a simple.
They got him over there. Hey, it's my father. Bring him out, man.
I didn't do it, folks. I swear to God. All of you.
Is this your knife?
You tell us, Joe.
What should I say, except how it happened? I saw it all. I didn't say nothing till now, because Muff's my buddy. There was argument, pretty hot. Don't know exactly about what. All I do know is that Muff pulled that knife out and rammed it in the dog's guts.
Hang him! Hey, Dennis, string him up! Bastard deserves it.
What are you waiting for?
Yeah!
Hang him!
Hang him! Hang him! Get him in the gallows!
For your information, and it's nothing new, but we just happen to have a judge in this town, and we also got laws. Even though I see that some of you folks want to take it into your own hands. But what if he happens to be innocent? You all know Muff Potter for years. He is entitled to a fair trial, which he is going to get. So, Sheriff, what are you waiting for?
Take him to the jail. Hide behind a wheel of skirts. You got lucky, Muff Potter. Take him. Later, you're gonna hang.
Now get away with it.
And Tom, you were chattering away in your sleep. I didn't get to sleep a wink.
What'd you say?
Tell me, Tom, what's troubling you?
Ain't it probably just dumb stuff?
Dumb stuff? I heard words like blood, that's blood. I heard that a lot. You moaned and said, please, please, don't torture me. I won't tell.
It must be that awful murder. I've been having nightmares myself.
You see it, Polly? We're all having bad dreams. Here you go, Potter. A little bit of bacon, some bread, and a pack of cigarettes.
Wow. Thanks, Tom. You and Huck are good boys, I gotta say.
Yeah, Muff. It's okay. You know what you and me gonna do?
What?
We're gonna bust him out.
Tom, you losing your marbles?
Yeah. No, I'm not losing my marbles, and yeah, we're gonna get him out of there.
Say we do get him out. What the heck then?
What the heck, Huck? We get him out of the joint. Out of the town, out of the state, out of the country. He's gonna make tracks to Europe where he can't be hung.
Well, okay, say we get him to Europe. What's he gonna do over there? Or better yet, how is he gonna get over there?
Well, you're just gonna have to trust me, because I got a plan.
Tom, look! We got the tools right here to do the job. I said we bust a hole through this here wall and then just get him out.
Would you play push hockey? How am I supposed to concentrate and come up with the perfect solution with you chatterboxing the entire time? Hold on. I got an idea. We're not gonna go through the wall. No, we're gonna go under the wall. Yeah, that's how we're gonna do it. Just like I've read it's been done in lots of my books. Here we go, right here's the spot.
What the heck are you doing, Tom?
Hucky, can't you see that I'm digging a tunnel under this confounded wall?
Well, how long you reckon that's gonna take, Tom?
There was this guy held locked up in a cellar or dungeon in a castle near the ocean or something like that. Somewhere over in France, or something like that. You know, somebody of importance. And so this count started digging, and how long do you think he needed to get through the solid rock of that castle?
I don't know. Figure about a month or so?
No, incorrect, wrong. He needed 37 years.
Well, I don't think we got that long. I mean, by the time we do that, my Potter will be either hung high or probably be dead from old age or something.
Now, come on, do you honestly and truly think that we're gonna need 37 years to get through this little bit of earth, huh? He was sitting on solid rock, and he only had one knife. We got two. And for someone who can't read and write, you're pretty smart, but I have read practically every topic that's ever been printed on this book.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't care how the counts are doing it in France. All we needed is a shovel and a pickaxe to get the job done. He is pretty drunk. Hope we don't gotta carry him out like this.
Don't worry, Hookie. He'll be okay by the morning. Let's get out of here.
What? Well, I thought we came here to break him out today.
Yeah, Hookie, we will, but not just yet. But let's make tracks.
After all this hard work, we're losing precious time. I mean, what happens if we come back tomorrow? They're gonna hang an innocent man. That poor guy will be strung up for nothing.
Hook, we're gonna get him out in the morning. A break like this needs to be planned to detail. Otherwise, they're gonna get muffed before he even notices that he's on the run. Let's get out of here.
Oh, we better turn this light off.
Potter, wake up. It's empty. There's nobody in there. Hookie, you hear me? Damn it, Hook.
Potter's gone.
He is gone.
I can't believe it. What are we gonna do now?
To be honest, I don't know. But I do know that without us, he's not getting too far.
Damn. We gotta cover our tracks. Go.
Get up, huh? Come on. Time to go. Let me see it, Potter. Let's go. Get in here. I don't know where he is. Let's get him. Come on, let's go get him. What's that big boss? Come on, boys. Come on.
Now, there was life in this small town. Muff Potter was found about 2 miles outside of town in a dilapidated one-room shack. But before he was sent back to jail, he was memorably tarred and feathered.
I can't watch this. I'm gonna be sick. Come on, Tom.
Order in the court.
Yeah, and I saw Muff Potter washing in the creek.
Yeah, but that is not so out of the ordinary. Someone bathing in the creek.
Darn tooting is, because everybody in town knows that Muff rarely washes.
Is it possible that Muff Potter washed himself after the act of murder, removing all traces of blood after the brutal stabbing of the good dog Robinson? And are you sure that this is one of the knives that you sold from your store?
Objection!
Objection taken.
Thank you, Your Honor. No further questions.
The court calls the defense.
We have no further questions, Your Honor.
Now what in God's sake is going on here? Can you not even try to do so if you would defend this whole man?
Towards the end of the second day of trial, word went around that Injun Joe's testimonial is rock solid, and there's no shadow of a doubt about how the decision of the jury will lean.
You all know there's no visitors. This better be good.
Just want to bring Muff some smokes.
All right. And you better know that this is a high-profile, high-security zone.
Hey, Potter, we got visitors.
Hey, Muff. How's it going? We brought you something.
Wow. Thank you, fellas. You're real chumps.
Muff, are you alright?
What am I supposed to say? When you sit here and wait, and you're so close to dying, an unnatural death for something you didn't want to do, then you know how good life is. And Joe, bless him, meant well, but he'd be better off to let it go so he don't get pulled in deeper.
Let it go? Let what go?
The breakout. That just made things worse. Just realized that I had a real friend. And I'm happy. I've got 3. You guys and Joe.
Several of our most upstanding citizens have sworn witnessing events so out of the ordinary that any question of doubt can immediately be erased. This horrible crime committed by the accused, Muff Potter, has been shown to be his and his alone. The prosecution requests, on behalf of the citizens of this fine town, against the accused, Muff Potter, death by hanging.
Your Honor, members of the Assembly, at the start of this trial, due to the overwhelming evidence and information detrimental to the name of the accused, we attempted to plead for a less harsh sentence based on his in the past reputation. We no longer wish to take this stand because from this moment on, we are dealing with a completely new situation. The defense wishes it to be known that it now has the fullest intention to save our client from the untimely demise at the end of a hangman's noose. Let it be noted that new evidence, shortly to be presented, will beyond the shadow of a doubt free Muff Potter from all burdensome charges. The defense wishes to call to the stand a new witness. Please, call to the stand Mr. Thomas Sawyer.
Put your hand on the Bible. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yeah. Yes, sir. I mean to say, I swear to tell the truth.
Very good, Tom. Very good. Now, take a seat, son.
Thomas Sawyer, where were you on June 17th at midnight? Now, Tom, just tell us, where were you on the before-mentioned night?
At the graveyard, sir.
Okay, Tom. Now, for those in the back row who may not have heard you, please repeat that a little bit louder.
I was at the graveyard, sir.
At the graveyard. And where in the graveyard were you?
Just near to Ross Williams' grave.
Were you alone?
Yes, sir. I was alone that night.
Young man, was there anything else that may have been out of the ordinary that we absolutely should be made aware of?
Yeah. There was a sound, and, well, that made me unsure of what should be going on at that, like you said, that untimely hour. And for just that reason, Your Honor, I was obliged to keep a discreet cover, and so I stayed in the shadows.
You stayed in the shadows? Are you trying to tell us that you were hiding?
Yes, sir, I was hiding behind the tree, the elm, next to the Williams' grave.
And about how far from that grave is that wise old elm?
The distance is about the same between you and me right now.
Well, let me get this straight. You were alone at midnight in the graveyard, and you heard sounds and you hid. Did anything else happen?
Had been hanging around the town for a few days. He had long white hair and he was wearing dark glasses. No one knew where he came from or what he wanted.
Scared me out of my wit. Tom, you broke our pact. Remember the one we agreed to? Now you know Injun Joe ain't gonna take this lightly, don't you?
Well, I didn't say a word about you, so you're still in the clear.
It don't matter. There's a killer on the loose. You're in danger, and I'm scared. I'm getting out of here.
Huck, where are you gonna go?
I don't know. But I'll tell you one thing, I'm getting far away from here.
Huck, I know where we're gonna go, and I'm gonna be with you. Come on. See that old wreck?
Tom, there's no way that boat's empty. We should go back.
Never. You'd have to be out of your mind to be on a wreck like that.
I caught you, you snake.
Hucky, where are you?
You thought that I didn't see you. I don't want you talking to them.
Tom.
Could be ends of us.
I did not talk to nobody. I was all alone.
Tom, we ought to get out of here. This ain't smart. Come on. Come on.
I was on the other side when it happened.
Yeah, I think you're right.
You're a real filthy rat. What, you thought you could get away with all the dough? They don't know what's going on.
Wendy.
Now you're gonna put a piece of lead in your head.
Wendy, I swear, I ain't gonna spill the beans. Not a single solitary syllable. Please, let me go.
Put your piece away, Wendy. Don't kill him. At least not now.
Oh, thank you, Joe.
In less than half hour, he'll be resting on the ground, and a drowned corpse is always less incriminating than a corpse with a hole in it.
Please, I won't say a word. Please, I swear.
I'm sure you won't say nothing.
Tom! Come on, Hucky, let's get out of here like a man! Go, go, go! Go! Go, go! Go! Come on, Hucky, we gotta get out of here. Go! Over there, the red! Quick, it's going down. Go, sink it. Go, go, come on.
Just 3 miles from St. Petersburg, at a spot where the Mississippi is a little over a mile wide, and where an excellent hideaway exists on an uninhabited, thin and woodsy piece of free-floating land, was the Jackson Island.
Wake up. Wake up. Come on, Hook, wake up.
Okay.
Let's go catch some game. Sure like to know what that sound was. Sounded really awkward. But it ain't thunder, that's for sure. Come on, Hucky. Somehow, I know that sound.
Just stay close to the embankment.
Got any idea what that might mean?
William, you got anything?
Huck, I know what's going on. I know exactly what's going on. Someone's drowned. Oh, yeah. That's what's happening. Yeah, now I know. Like last summer, they did the same thing when Bill Turner died. Yeah. I'd like to be over there right now, give an arm and a leg to know who they're looking for. Huck. Yeah. Man, oh man, Huck. I bet I know who they're looking for. I bet I know who's drowned. Why you so sure you know? Because of the circumstances the last couple of days. I ain't following you, Tom. Think, Huck, think. They're looking for us. Well, we're right here. Yeah, let's just do that. Sure we are, Huck. And we know that, but they don't.
Now, after all that, the curiosity and temptation of hearing what was being said about his postmortem was just too tantalizing not to follow up on. Now, Tom had no intention of abandoning his best friend, Huck, but he just had to know, would he be missed? Would he even be missed or wept over? So he waited until Huck was fast asleep. Just before midnight, he left Jackson Island and waded over into the shallow water on the Illinois side of the river. And then he waited till just the last ferry of the day, what was called the night ferry. And he jumped on and stowed away. And he crept into one of the dinghies so he wouldn't be discovered as a stowaway or presumed dead man. And he made his way back to St. Petersburg.
For the return trip, he borrowed the canoe from Joe Harper, naturally without telling Joe.
While you were sleeping, I was out and about figuring out what the world is up to. And I gotta tell you, this coming Sunday is gonna be our day. Yours and mine. This coming Sunday, everybody's gonna be praying and crying and rejoicing and redeeming and doing whatever else they do to set a soul on the right path. And the things I heard, you know, when you're alive and kicking, nobody cares. But when they're dead, everybody just loves you.
Brothers and sisters of the congregation, we are brought here today to mourn the loss of one of our own. This is a day of great sadness due to the untimely departure of one of our most gifted young people. The spirit of good. Because I am the power and the eternal life, and any mere mortal who would doubt the resurrection, who would doubt
somebody's got to be happy that Huck's still around other than me.
Well, of course we're all happy that Huck is here. Please, let me give you a hug, poor motherless boy.
Becky. And he travels all over the world. He stays in the best hotels. I'm gonna be a musician when I get bigger.
Oh, that sounds just wonderful, Tom.
Oh, yeah, and they get good pay, too. Almost $1 a day. At least that's what Ben Rogers told me. Hey, Becky, mind if I ask you a personal question?
No, Tom Sawyer, I don't mind.
Have you ever been engaged?
No, of course not. Never. Tom? What's that mean, anyway?
Oh, you gotta try it out.
I don't know, Tom. How does that work?
How? Well, it's as easy as nothing. All you gotta do is say to a guy like me that you'd never ever take another guy, and then you kiss each other, and then that's it. Everyone can do it.
Kissing? Why on earth would...
Yeah. Kissing is for... you know, because they always do that. But first you gotta say that you love each other.
I don't think I want to be engaged.
You don't have to say it too loud. You could even whisper it real soft. I love you. You know, you whisper to me just like I did.
Now you turn your face away. And don't you say a word of this to anybody.
Of course not. Promised.
I love you.
And from now on, you love me and only me, okay? And we can walk to school together, and we can walk home from school together. When no one's looking, of course.
Oh, how romantic.
Sure is. What do you think it was like back when me and Amy Lawrence was engaged? Here, Becky. How'd you like to have it?
Hey, Hooky. So is this where you've been hanging out? No, Tom. Indian Joe was a murderer, but I imagine how desperate he must have been once he found out the jig was up. And he was probably in a bad state.
Yeah. Who knows? Someday, we might turn out to be murderers. Yeah. So where you been hanging out the last couple of days? I've been looking for you high and low.
Just been squatting at the haunted house. It's the only dry place I know. Besides, ever since Agent Joe's been gone, pretty safe, too. Hey, see, Tom? It ain't all that bad in here. Come home, hang up the stuff in this wall closet, and then retire upstairs to the bedroom at night. Come on, I'll show you.
Wow. This place is a real home.
Shh. If you need to lift him, we'll get a mule or something.
That's the deaf-mute Spaniard.
I told you, no. I don't like it, and I ain't gonna do it.
Shut up, Wendy.
The voice.
Too darn dangerous.
Exactly that voice took their breaths away and sent chills down the spines of Tom and Huck instantly, simultaneously. And as a matter of fact, there was no doubt in a million that this voice belonged to only one.
You're right.
Injun Joe.
But I'm telling you, this time, leave it be.
What are we gonna do with all that cash left over?
Don't know. We leave it here. Don't make sense taking them out before we're heading south. 650 is a lot of weight.
Yeah. But you listen to me. It could take a while before the time is right. This spot here isn't right. We need to bury it right. And I mean deep. I'm hitting a rotten piece of wood here. No, it's a crate, I think. Come here and give me a hand so we can see just what's down here.
Wait. Joe. Oh.
Let me do it. Come on, Joe. Here. There's money in it. Look at it. Money.
There's got to be $1,000 in there.
Now, you don't have to do that last job.
That goes to show you don't know anything about me. And at least not enough. I don't like it when someone's got the upper hand on me. I've got a job to do before I can leave this place.
What are we gonna do about this here? Bury it back like it was before?
Let's get out of here.
Wait.
Time to move. Get out of here before they pluck our eyes out.
Howdy, Huck. Hucky. Howdy, Tom. You know, Huck, that treasure rightfully belongs to us.
Yeah, now you're really dreaming.
Could be, but, we was there first, and that's why it belongs to us.
You should tell that to Engine Joe.
You know, Huck, I don't know why I didn't come up with it before, but, down in the caves. I'd have to say that that's where they took the loot.
Well, I ain't going down there.
Well, if you don't want to go, that's fine. But you at least gotta cover me.
Yeah. Yeah, I can do that. All right.
Now you're being sensible. Now you don't lose strength, and I won't lose strength neither.
Let's get out of here, come on.
Next day was the annual archaeological school outing. This excursion would bring the kids from St. Petersburg up to the McDouglas Caves.
So, students, can you guess what the name of the cave is? Look up, and you will see these amazing big eyes. Yes, the name of the cave is the Big Eyes. Please, from this point on, I will lead you, and Tom, and you, Becky, bring up the rear. I'm counting on you two. And remember what I told you all. Stay together.
And remember what I told you. Stay together. Becky.
Yeah?
Oh, I gotta show you something. Come over here. Follow me, my lady, into the bowels of these caverns.
Wonderful, Tom?
Yeah, Becky. Sure is marvelous.
Come on, big little, come on, come on.
It's okay, Becky. Okay, nothing can happen.
Oh my God. Group. Our class, they'll be looking for us.
Yeah, Becky, you're right. It's time to go back.
Do you think you can find a way back out? I don't have the slightest clue.
That is the least of our worries. We should find a different way out so that we don't have to go through that again. Come on over here.
All right.
You know, Becky, I think it'd be better if we just light this torch.
All right.
Hold this.
Sunday morning, alarming news spread through the first of the congregation, and then the town, and eventually the country, demanding the attention of both young and old. Tom Sawyer and Becky Thatcher did not return with the rest of the group from the Douglas Caves, and have not been heard of since.
But they must still be in the cave. Yes, they're still in there. They have to look for them.
Yes, my darling, and that's exactly what they did.
Oh my God. With that light, we'll never get out of here. Do you think that they're looking for us, Tom?
Yeah, Becky. I know that someone's looking for us. What are you thinking, Becky?
What day it is, and if it's day or night time.
Becky! We're split up in 3 groups. You guys check out the big eye. Hello? We're staying down in the lower part. Hey, stay together. Be careful of them cliffs. Becky! Tom! Anyone in here? Hello? Where are you?
We're never gonna get out of here.
Sure we are. Look, I'm gonna film away over there. You're gonna stay right here until I get back, okay?
No, please, please don't leave me alone in here.
Becky, I have to. I'll be right back. You stay right here. Don't move.
Hello? Tom, where are you? You over here? Come on out. Becky, where are you? Stay together. Come on out. Becky, where are you? Footprints over this way.
They must have gone up to the mid caves. Yeah.
Becky Thatcher's hairband.
Becky, stay together. Becky, come on.
Hello? Hello?
Hey, we're over here! So this is number 2. Come on, Becky, we gotta get away. Come on. Come on. This is not over here. This is the way. Come on, Becky.
Some believe that those missing youngsters aren't even stuck in the cave, but rather that they would have somehow drowned and have been flushed out onto the river. That's the reason for all those floating lights. They were meant to aid in the search effort. There she was again, that mighty Mississippi, wide, endless, powerful as always. Oh, that was without a doubt one of the nicest nights that town or any town would ever experience. Long into the wee hours of the morning, the town ate, drank, danced, and was merry. All but the 2 guests of honor were present, since the ordeal of the last few days took their toll on their stamina. They were safely and soundly fast asleep in their respective beds, and being a night under those conditions was not so easy to shake off.
Start turning.
See that there, way up high? Yeah. On the mountain? Where the landslide was? That's it. Where it's right and rocky. That is the opening to our brand new world, buddy. Yippee! Let me tell you, Huckleberry buddy, from this spot we can reach the hole that saved Becky and me from a certain demise. And not everybody can fit in it, and it's so close you can spit on it. See, Hucky? Didn't I tell you that this is the most hidden cave opening in all the United States of America?
What's that? Somebody's body. It's gotta be Wendy. Yeah, you can be pretty sure that he didn't die of natural causes. Injun Joe and that treasure were just plain old-fashioned greed. Come on, Huck.
And that is exactly what it was.
And over here, Hux, we're going to see number 2. Look at there.
Oh, you best get in there.
Yeah, hold this. Right there. Wow. Whoa, look at that, Hucky. Where are the saddlebags? Hey, Hooky, look at here. Handprints, and he drops a towel on this one side, but nothing on the other.
What is that?
You hear that too? One second. The saddlebags! We're rich! We're rich!
Come on, let's get in and get out of here.
Yeah! Come on, Huggy.
Let's see what we got here. Mr. Thomas. Smarty Pants Sawyer and his worthless buddy. What have our Boy Scouts found on their journey?
Nothing. Just a lamp. Take a look for yourself.
What you gonna do with the lamp?
Well, first you gotta rub it, you know, to make it work. Use your hand or a cloth or a towel, whatever works, really. But after you rub it, a genie will come out. The whole place will fill with smoke and you can't see nothing. But the genie will give you almost anything you want. Gold, silver, rubies, cigarettes, whatever you want. Matter of fact, Tom's got a book on it, don't you, Tom?
Yeah. It's all in there.
Yeah. What's the name of the book you got there? Aladdin.
Yeah.
Aladdin in the Magic Lamp. Yeah, that's the name of it.
You little fish heads. Could have had a future if you would have kept your nose out of my business. Bad. Too bad. Now not even Aladdin can help you.
Hey, Joe!
Grab the saddlebags.
It's a good day. All right, Miss Douglas. Be careful, Doctor.
Yeah.
The widowed Mrs. Douglas opened her heart and her home to offer Huckleberry the best possible future and everything that goes along with it.
Hey, Becky, you want to see what I got? And just asking for the time.
Hey, Tom. How's our treasure chest finder doing? Anything interesting at the McDouglas Caves?
No, Mr. Thatcher. Should anything be going on?
Exactly that. Should anything be going on? Now, Tom, from now on, nothing will be going on there because we've taken some special safety measures.
Safety measures? What kind of safety measures?
Well, indirectly, thanks to you, the safety measures include guided trips with constant accounting of participants. In addition, we've locked the entrance to the cave with a triple closure made of steel. That means no more entry without the permission of my office. And I personally have the key.
Well, sir, I think that somebody still might be in there.
Who on God's earth could be in there?
Engine Joe.
Hey, go first. Careful, fellas, he might be armed. Yeah, he's killed before. Over the door. Ready? Get in there. See what happened there.
Tom was moved with what he saw, because he knew from his own experience how that troubled man suffered in those final hours. He felt sorrow, but the feeling of relief and the safety was even stronger, because Engine Joe was dead. Vacations have begun, and Tom will travel with Aunt Pauline and Sid, just as it's happened each and every year to their relatives down the river in St. Louis.
Steward, could you help us get our luggage on board? Tom, come here. It's time for you to come on board.
I'm coming, Aunt Polly, just a minute. Now look, Huck, I know that it's been hard, but it ain't that difficult, huh? And even though the old widow may give you some problems, she only means the best. And when I get back, we're finally gonna form the Sawyer Finnálflem gang.
Tom!
Just a minute, Aunt Polly, I'm coming. Back now. You're all yours now. The widow was gonna confiscate it anyway, so it ain't no more use to me. Okay, but just until we form the gang, okay?
Tom Sawyer!
Just a second, Aunt Polly. Take care, Huckleberry. See ya.
And suddenly, just like that, the day-to-day, mundane, barren, and empty ritualistic life returned to this lonely part of the world here on the west shore side of the Mississippi. When one day Huck's long-lost dad showed up in town and demanded his share of the fortune, he realized that money doesn't equal happiness. Huck managed to escape his father, the widow Douglas, and what's even more important, so-called civilization. That didn't really work for him. Together with runaway slave Jim, he decided to let the Mississippi take them to a place far away where he could live in freedom and without the restraints of civilized society.
Widow Miss Douglas didn't really want to sell me. Brother, she was wailing the whole day. But she ain't had much choice. Times are hard and she really needed the money. You can't get that kind of money together. Besides, I'd never again get to see my wife and kids.
Jim, now you can't see your wife and kids neither, because, well, runaway slave ain't got too much chance for surviving.
This might sound funny. I got me this here. This is a map and the ticket to freedom. My freedom. Now here we are.
Right here?
Mm-hmm. Now, we take this down here. If I can make it down here near the cable with the Ohio River and the Mississippi flow, then I can make it up here. Then I can make it up to the free states. And once I get there, brother, I'm gonna get me a good job and make me enough money to buy my whole family back. Mm-hmm.
Jim, the steamboat's coming straight for us.
Oh, don't you worry, Mr. Huckleberry. He ain't gonna touch us. You just pass me the tiller.
Yeah.
happened to Huck and Jim?
All those too. Well, they floated down the Mississippi toward the town of Cairo. There they would have boarded a steamboat to get to the Free States, but carelessness was responsible for them to override that entry and regrettably send them even deeper into the southern states and, of course, deeper and deeper into the slave regions.
Has Tom ever seen Huck again?
No. No, they never saw each other again.
As I went down in the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the starry crown? Good Lord, show me the way. Oh, sisters, let's go down, come on down. Oh, sisters, let's go down, down in the river to pray.